Welcome back to Learn with Sam and Ash. In this video, I'll provide you 9 tips to get 9 bands in IELTS writing. So we'll start from 9 till 1. So don't forget to watch it till the end. Learn to work under pressure. Let me tell you why. Writing is not the first module in IELTS. Listening, reading always come first. So we have listening of almost 30 to 45 minutes, and then they change the paper to reading, and in reading it takes you 1 hour to go through the answers and the question and everything. After that comes writing. Think about it. We are humans. Our thoughts and our concentration can worn out, and that's what happens in writing. By the time you reach to that phase, that is third module, you're already worn out. You do not get the points or concentration you should have in order to write properly. Now, when we are practicing, what do? We generally practice when we feel comfortable, and we practice only writing at that point. So my suggestion is practice 3 of the modules in one go. That is listening first, then reading, and then writing. This will help you to work under the pressure and also get the same practice as if you are going for the exam. Now, before I go for the 8th one, there's some good news. Most of the people are asking us, do we have a fast track course for IELTS? We are already running IELTS Masterclass, which takes 1 month. Now we are starting IELTS Masterclass only for 15 days, every day 2 hours, but only for those people who cannot come in the morning or evening. We keep it late night. That is 8:45 till 10:45, 2 hours every day, 15 days starting from 20th of this month. That is 20th of November till 4th of December. The course will be completed. Most of the students are getting 7 to 8.5 bands. Some are even close to 9 bands. So we are getting results, and the material, everything will be provided to you. These will be live classes. Like I said, all the details will be provided in the description. If you have any queries, please write us in the email provided in the description as well. So please visit the website if you want to register, if you want to get quick result that is within 15 days. Now let's go to the 8th one. Practice a lot. Now this is a simple thing to understand. Yes, you have to practice a lot, but let me make you understand. Writing is like mathematics. I can look into mathematics and look into the theorems and formulas. I can say, I know this thing. It happened to me in exam. But when I start solving it, I tried it, I failed. Even in mathematics. So same things in writing. Whenever you go through the structure and everything, yes, it makes sense. But when you start writing, things can go south. Moreover, not just practicing. Whenever you write, you need to get feedback as well. So write and get feedback, and that's where these IELTS masterclasses come into being. We provide unlimited feedback for the time of 4 months. So do not forget that point. 7. Try to get better handwriting or better typing based on which exam you go for, pen and paper, or let's say CBT, that is computer based test. Now, if you going for pen and paper, your handwriting need not to be a calligraphy style handwriting or amazing handwriting. It has to be legible. That means readable. Now, if I try to show you my handwriting, you're gonna say I have better than him. So what I need is to make it legible. That's it, right? You don't have to make it fancy. About CBT, that is computer based test, it has to be that your typing speed is above 20 words per minute. So before you go for the exam, practice some typing. I think most of us are proficient in it, but extra help won't do any harm. 6. Time. Time can be an issue because 60 minutes, 2 tasks. Not that easy. And the biggest trouble is which task to go for first. You have full freedom to choose any if you want in CBT or pen and paper. Based on your personality, based on how you function, I would suggest first of all you write a lot and figure out, if you writing part 1 first, do you get more time for part 2? Or if you write part 2 first, do you get more time for writing part 1? Based on every person's writing style, it changes. Figure it out which one to write first. Generate a writing style. Most of us think writing complicated sentences and high level words, that is high quality or C2 level words, would be more than enough. But that's not true. Writing style has to be according to the question, and we do not generate it because the way we studied in our school. We just worked for marks. Now there's a book called Style, that is Element of Style by William Struck. I'll provide you a link in the description for the complete book or the summary of the book, which I somehow made it to 13 pages out of 200 pages. So you can go through that book. Generating style is really important. Your sentence has to be understandable. Moreover, we have something called colloquial English, which means spoken English. Most of the people convert their colloquial English into writing English. They write as it is. For example, let me tell you something. which is spoken, not written. So you have to see or understand the difference between them and generate a better style. 4. Writing descriptors or criteria. Remember, criteria is already a plural. We don't need criteria for that. These descriptors are really important. Without knowing the criteria or the way they evaluate your answers, how are you going to write good answers? So you have to know which are the proper criteria, or let's say descriptors required. After knowing them, you will focus on these 4 particular areas, which will be on the right side right now. Detailed description will be in the PDF and the link is in the description. Most of the students and the trainers skip this part. But remember, this is really important. Without knowing how they're going to check and what they're going to check, not going to be good for your writing. So please go through descriptors, what they are in detail. And in IELTS Masterclass, we have 2 classes dedicated for this part itself. 3. Structure. There are 5 types of essays, that is part 2. In part 1 for academic, there are 6 types of graphs, or let's say images. And in general training, there are 3 types of letters. All these question types, every question type has their own style and structure. Without knowing the structure of each question type, things not gonna go well. You might have great English, you might have great writing style, but without understanding the structure of each question type, things gonna be a little bit weird. So we need a template of each and every one of them. I can provide you questions, some of them in the description, but providing you template for all will be a little bit difficult. Each question has a template. That is what we need, or structure, let's say. 2. Plan your writing. One of the most neglected part in writing is planning before you write. Most of us try to jump to write the answer, the way we try to speak. Whenever somebody asks you a question, you tend to reply because we generally listen to reply rather than listen to understand. Same thing. As soon as we look at the question, what do? We tend to write. But without planning, let's see what things can go wrong. Number 1, you might not get good points or arguments in order to write in your essay. Even if you got all the points, you might mess up the sequence. Thinking and writing at the same time is not advisable and is detrimental to your score in writing. So please develop a skill of planning. So there's a method called POWER method, which is provided by British Council. I'll provide a link in the description for the video for that, and also in this IELTS Masterclass we provide a complete chapter on that, how to plan your writing properly with an example of, or let's say sample of writing. And this is the last one and the most important one, most neglected, and without which we not get good marks, which is understanding the question. Not reading and understanding IELTS writing question is the most common mistake. I made the same mistake in my IELTS when I wrote 7 years ago. I finished 80% of the answer, and guess what? I read the question again, I figured out I misread it. And I had to erase everything, I almost ruined it. Guess what was my score 7 years ago? 6.5. And it's all because of writing. I got 5.5 in writing. So I request all of you, and most of the students do that. They go in different direction. They do not read the question. They say, answer is important, question, leave it. That's not true. Without reading the question properly, if you write in different direction, not gonna be good. So please read the question properly. Doesn't matter what type it is. If you understand, without knowing the question, how would you decide the structure? Without deciding the structure, how would you generate good points? And without good points, no chance of getting good score. Like I said, most of our students are getting anything between 7 to 8.5 bands through the IELTS Masterclass. And if you are a person who cannot come in the morning or the evening and who wants to finish IELTS in 15 days, every day 2 hours, this is the best for you. Registration has started today itself, and link will be provided in the description where you can go and register yourself. In case of any query, email address is provided in the description. So see you in the emails or in the class directly. Have a nice time. Bye bye.